All right. Chosen ones. As usual, you know, welcome back. Welcome back to another episode on Antonicus Motivates. And today, y'all already know, it's April the 12th. And so y'all already know how we do it this time. We're about to go ahead and get into this video like we always do about this time, because we got to have these discussions, right? We just got to continue to have these discussions, man, because only we can relate and understand about this whole deal, what we're going through, and about how the struggle is real, you know? And so, you know, I'm about to go ahead and crank up, and we're about to go ahead and get into this today, because I just need to talk about some things. And you know, I always got things on my mind every day, man. And so we're about to go ahead and get into day 12 of the burpees training session again today too as well. But what I wanted to tell you, chosen one, today was, you know, we can't relax out here, man. You already know we can't relax. It's no relaxation out here. You know what I mean? We have to take things seriously, man. Very seriously, because we already understand that we're in a spiritual war, man. It's not a game, man. Yeah, the weather's nice and stuff like that right now and everything like that. Yeah, that's all good and nice and everything. But at the same time, we don't never let our guard down, man. Ephesians 6:10-18, we got our guard up. And we're always alert every day out here, you know what I mean? Because, yeah, we can rest and stuff like that. Like I had a good rest. We have to stop and rest to regain our strength, like I did yesterday for the Sabbath day and everything. And I had a good day yesterday in the Word. Went all over 1 John again, and back into Psalms, and yeah, I was just all over in the Word yesterday. So, you know, I had a good day, fed myself spiritually and everything like that. Also refueled myself physically as well, you know. Got in my protein and everything, because, you know, the training is getting rigorous right now, and I'm going to be ramping it up as I go, because I'm slowly trying to build myself back, man. And it's been a very hard process to build myself back from a lot of the things that happened because of what they did to us, you know. But I was reminded today of 1 Corinthians 10:12 also is another reason why we can't relax, man. You know, because we have to be careful as soon as we think we're standing, lest we fall, because we already know everything they done put us through, and we already know how they're monitoring us, everything we do. We know the monitoring spirits are out here, you know, and we also know that that they're always looking for a way to mess us up again or to sabotage us again, given the opportunity. They will do it. The sun is kind of bright. Get my shades on. They will do it again. So this is the reason why we got to stay alone, keep our armor on, stay prayed up before we leave, and all of that. Kneel and pray before we leave the house. And so that's what I did this morning. And man, I'm just also reminded of 1 Peter 5:8. This is the reason why we got to be of a sober mind and alert, because we already know he's prowling around out here like a lion, like never before, seeking someone to devour. And he will do it as soon as he possibly can, given the opportunity. If we let them have the opportunity again, you know they're still plotting, you know they're still scheming, you know they're always against us, you know they've never been for us, you know they do not love us, they do not have any good feelings towards us, and they want to see us fail and fall off. All of them. Ephesians 6:12. This is the reason why they've invested so much time and energy into trying to destroy us. So we understand all of that, you know. We also know what we have to do in James chapter 4, verse 7. We have to resist the devil, and then he'll flee from us. So we have to continue to resist. It's serious business. And you know, when we came back online, Chosen Ones, you know that we became more aware of just how crazy the situation really is, you know, and how uniquely we are set apart for what we have to do. And we understand that we are literally almost like Neo in the movie The Matrix. I mean, we are like him. You know, they're out here everywhere. The double agents and the information agents and the NPCs and all of that. The creatures of the night, they're lurking. So we know that we can't give them an inch or they will take a mile. They know though now that the gig is pretty much up. Like they know we already figured out what was going on when we came awakened. So like I noticed like after it was a little while after like I had became awakened and everything like that, and you know, it was after the illusion started breaking, and it was during the time like when just before like the whole Epstein files and all of that was coming out. It was like right before all of that where I noticed that they knew that they had lost the control, because that was when I noticed that the provocation reduced, like the resistance reduced, because they was always, it's like you could feel the resistance. We could feel the resistance because we know that we are the light and they are the darkness. And so they was always like trying to get the reactions out of us and stuff for a very long time. And that's the reason why they give us the stink faces in public and stuff like that. And they you know, mistreated us in customer service and stuff like that. Didn't want to like serve us and did the things to us that they did during that time. It was because they always saw in us what irritated them, the light. Also, many of them were blinded by the lies about us, the smear campaigns and stuff like that. So they mishandled us, they fumbled us and stuff like that. So that's another thing too that happened. But you know, when I think about all this and how all of this happened, man, you know, when I think about it, I'm just reminded, man, of like just how bad it was. And you know, it's almost like it's almost like the chosen ones, you know, we almost like have PTSD. Well, we kind of do. I mean, they put us through terrorization, traumatization, and torment. That's what they put us through. And it's been a hard process to heal from all of that, man. And we'll never forget it. I know some of you have gone through worse things than I've had to. Even had to sleep on the outside and stuff like that, or sleep in your car. But during all the periods of time when we was going through like all the hurricanes and stuff like that here where I was staying, that was kind of like during the times when I had got into my low vibrational state, and back when, you know, all of that was going on. That was when I should have did things differently, but you know, looking at it now, it's like I had to go through all those experiences. We had to go through what we had to go through because we had to go through the learning of, you know, just how serious everything was, and we had to learn about the nature of people around us. We had to learn about how people will smile in your face and stab you in the back. We had to learn about how people don't want to see you do good. We had to learn about how people are jealous and envious. We had to learn about like the nature of spirits within people. So this taught us all valuable lessons going through those things, man. Like, yeah, it sucked that we had to go try to, you know, befriend them again, and then we found out that they were never our friends. But it taught us valuable lessons that's going to be with us for the rest of our lives now. Now we've learned that you can't relax out here. There's no relaxation. Everybody who you dealing with, you have to use your discernment with. You have to test the spirits. That was another thing in 1 John, I believe I was reading yesterday. And so we have to test the spirits and check them to see what they're about. Because we know 9 out of 10 of them are not about what we are about. Probably 10 out of 10 of them, really, especially in your fake hometown or your fake family. They're all fake. So the only real ones you're going to find are the ones who are like you and who have endured, been through the fire, been tested, came out unburned, and lived to tell about it. I mean, we can't afford to mess with no one else except the real ones, man. That's just the way it is, man. We got to have nothing but real ones in our circle, man, from now on, man. You know, we know that. But anyway, I've just arrived at my location, at my spot here. About to get in day 12 of the burpees training session. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep it rolling, man, because we're gonna work towards the 30 days. Because it's crazy how fast time is moving. And you already know, Chosen One, it's gonna be hot before y'all know it, man. So don't waste this time, man. Don't sleep during this time, man. You know, do not Utilize this time and take full advantage of this time while you got it, man, to get stronger. Don't relax. Don't get comfortable for nothing, man. It's the season right now for us to be going full steam. You know, it's the season right now for us to, you know, get it as hard as we can, man. I mean, I know that we still have lots of work to do, many of us, and we not at the level we want to be at yet. But that's the reason why I always say, you know, that's what this channel is all about, man. Just getting better than we were yesterday. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all geared towards. And the Most High, you know, and everything positive, motivational over here. But I'm about to get out right now, get into session, man, like I normally do. Then I'm going to get my backpack on. And then we're just going to go over this subject again today, man, and just this topic today, and just break this down again today about why, you know, it's not a time to be relaxing or, you know, letting your guard down for nothing during this season, because we already know what we done came through, what we already done survived. And so we know that we must be vigilant, be strong, be brave, and stay committed to the path of excellence that we're on. That's the path they wanted to throw us off of for so long, you know? We don't have time for that no more. And we ain't playing no little childish kiddie games no more. We're not. All right? So, with that being said, just hold that thought right there, chosen one. And I'm going to be right back with you, okay? So stay tuned. All right, chosen one. So I'm back now after the burpee session. Done got it in for day 12. You know, keeping it moving right along. So, you know, back to the topic at hand, what we was talking about before I had got out the car. And just like I had told you, man, I'm gonna go back over the reason why this is not the season for us to be relaxing at all. There's no relaxation. And the reason for that, also, you already know, chosen one, is because every time in the past, when we started to do that, you know, we lost our momentum. Plus, we know that every time before, when we was building momentum, when we was in our zone, when we was doing our thing, every other time before, you know, us chosen ones, we understand this, man, more than anyone, about how more obstacles kept getting laid in our path, more hurdles we had to leap over. It was always one setback after another. I mean, we might as well be like the ones who ran track, you know, in high school, who jumped all them hurdles. We might as well be like one of them, because that's how many hurdles we done had to overcome in our lives, man. Where we just kept getting over one hurdle, another hurdle, another hurdle, another hurdle. And then, you know, something else would come. And it was always by design, because we know that the ones who was doing this was those ones who was like the coyote after the road runner, the powers that be that was always
trying to make us give up on ourselves. But then every time when they would think they had us, we would just keep going, keep pressing harder, pressing harder. So that's what we're doing during this season. Like I said, this is not the season at all to relax. There's no relaxation, none. We are going to, they don't even know yet. Okay, so it's like I said, this is not a time to get, to where we start slacking off or none of that. There's none of that. This is the time right now, right here, right now, we have to put into work every day. Because this is the best time right now while we got this weather like this, and while we, are building momentum again. Because once they see us building that momentum, they don't like that. They don't like that at all. That really gets to them, And so we know they're watching us too. Again, but it's just pushing us harder again, man. When I think about like how they had me so bad off, man, and how, I didn't even know how I was even gonna pay my phone bill at one moment. When I was taking, I done slipped. When I was taking change to the Coinstar machine, man. I remember all that. What they put us through. And these are private battles that I carried by myself. I didn't let nobody know. But this was before we knew about them. And what they was trying to do to us was control and manipulate us the whole time. So we would always go back, mixing up with them again, and letting them be our feeders and eating off their crumbs. It was pure evil what they did to us, man. How they took advantage of our vulnerabilities, chosen ones. You know it, you remember it, you're gonna tell the world about it now. And so this was all learning curves that we had to go through, man. Through all this that we went through, that we endured. That taught us valuable lessons that they don't give a F finger in the middle about us, man. They don't. And given the opportunity, they will do it to us again and do it to us harder. And they'll laugh about it behind our backs. Like it's funny. I'm sure that's what many of them was doing the whole entire time. And they are going to stand account for that. But like I said though, man, we can't be slacking off during the season, man. We cannot be slacking off at all, man. And we done came through too much, chosen one. You already know, man. So anyway, I'm gonna kind of keep the video kind of brief today, because you know what, man? I got to get back out here on my grind today, man. We got to keep grinding. That's why I said it's not a time for relaxation while we got this, opportunity while we can, man, to go ahead and keep keeping the content coming and stuff like that. And while we got this opportunity to where we can make our funds and stuff like that, we got to do that, because that's what they wanted to take away from us the entire time. And that's what they're working towards right now at this time. But we know God has got us, right? Psalm 23:1. He's our provider, man. We're going to make it through this, man. And I just keep praying every day, man, for justice, for the ones who did what they did to me, that they be exposed soon. You know, that it all comes out. And everyone who's been praying for me here on my channel, I appreciate that. Each and every one of you, because it really means a lot to me, because, you know, they thought they got away with it. They still think they got away with it. They think they covered it all up real nice. And, you know, what they did to me and my mama, they think they covered it all up, man. But no, it's still locked in my mind. September 25th, 2024. And I'm gonna tell my story right here on my channel every day about it and how they terrorized our lives. Every day I'm gonna tell about it. That's my testimony. And there is a price for them to pay for that. No law in the universe, no debt in the universe. I'm sorry, no debt in the universe goes unpaid. Just like my brother Mantius, shout out to Mantius on the Advancing channel. Just like he said, you know, as we're out here, right here, just connected to nature today. You know, the birds are singing. It's a lovely day out here by the water. Let y'all get a view. You know, just out here, man, as we always do every day, just still, you know, keeping it moving no matter what, man. They tried to destroy us, but they got another thing coming, Chosen One, right? They ain't ready. They don't know. They thought they had us. Yup. Just like I said, like the Looney Tunes, Coyote and the Roadrunner. But we was like the Roadrunner, always outsmarting them. Or like Tom and Jerry Mouse. We was like little Jerry Mouse. We always went underneath all their little traps and everything. You know, and that's what's really got them pissed off right now. But that's okay though. Let them stay pissed off while we continue to shine. That's what we're gonna do, all right? So till the next one, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. As I always say, Chosen Ones, love, light, peace, blessings to you all. We're gonna keep on coming, man. We're gonna keep on coming. We're gonna keep on coming stronger, harder, and longer, and everything like that. And there's lots more to come. I got a lot of things I wanna, you know, do with the channel. A lot more physical fitness and stuff like that. If you into all of that, if you just came over to my channel and stuff like that, you into training, fitness and stuff like that, bettering yourself. If you are new here, you just came over here and you like music, you know what I mean? You like hip hop music, you like the word of God, you like to keep everything true, you know, you're a believer and stuff like that, then come join us over here, man. You know what I mean? If God put it on your heart, go ahead, click that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you can be notified every time when I create new content. And we're only gonna grow better together. You know, this is a motivational, uplifting, encouraging channel for those of you who may be going through your own personal battles, struggles, hardships, or just whatever it is you facing in life, man. Just know, you know, I mean, I'm right here for you. I got you, man. We'll do it together, and we will encourage, motivate one another to only become better individuals over here. So, you know, with all that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video for today. And yeah, till the next one, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, all right? Peace. I'm out.